Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this episode of FANMEN Beyond. I'm your host, DJ Gove.
Chris Davis.
Long time no see.
It's been a hot minute. Like April.
I know, yeah. So I figured, let's go a week or two without an episode. It's been like 3.5.
Yeah, we had staggered vacations.
The offset is what killed us.
It was tough, and neither one of us, they were longer stretches this time.
Correct, yeah. And then, I came back to just an absolute meat grinder. So this last week was a shit show. Yeah.
Made the attempt the day I got back. I think I texted you and said, hey, have you watched any shit? I'm free Monday night.
Yeah, and I'm like, there's no way.
And he's like, no, but I can catch up quickly. So yeah, so we had to kind of kick it another week, but
but we're here now, and that's what's important.
That's all that matters.
No one cares ananyway.
No, well, Sherry might.
That's true. There's a couple. I did.
She missed our soothing tones.
Yeah, I got pinged by a couple people like episode. Episode. I'm like, we're coming.
We're gonna get there. Yeah,
we're getting there.
I got some. One person in particular was not happy about March Fatness going away. One of like the three that submitted.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I told them we'll get around to it.
Yeah, I don't think they were gonna. I mean, yeah.
I don't think it would have been very good content with the few responses.
It would have been shitty.
I think it would have been a fun thing for us and not very much for the listeners. So
correct. Yep.
That's all right.
Correct. But yeah, so the reason that we did not have consistent episodes the last couple weeks is because we were both on separate fan-based vacations.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's very rare that we both travel at the same time.
Unless we're going to the same thing.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. So
so you actually took off before me.
I did take off before. Yeah. So I was gone. I mean, but we were both on like the same period of time. Like you said, there's like that 4-day stagger.
Yeah.
This
is a long one. 9 days, 10 days, something like that. Yeah. It was a good run.
So why don't we break it? Because we both had 2 hits, right? Basically.
Yeah. So.
Okay. So hit number 1. So for the wife and I, our birthdays fall within a month of each other. So on top of that,
turned 29 again.
Yeah, I fucking wish. If you ask my friggin' left hip, I turned 86. Yeah. So we both had birthdays, and then our anniversary was in the middle. So this was we've been together for 25 years at this point in time. So we'll do something real big. So
that's so insane to me. So Heather and I just had 25 this year, and I know the age gap between Heather and I and you and April. We just started later. Yeah.
Well, that's exactly. It's the early adopter program, right?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
But in true Go family fashion, went out to Mouse East, went down to Disney, just because we were going to Florida which we'll get into the second half of this, and if I'm going to stay in Florida for a couple of nights ahead of time, I'm not going to pay to stay in a hotel. I'm just going to go to Disney World and stay on the DVC thing, right?
100%.
So, especially with what hotel prices are running these days.
And especially what we're paying for the DVC.
That trip, yeah.
Nothing pisses me off more than that email every month. Thank you for your dues.
Yeah, no shit.
Fuck off.
Fuck you. So we went down. We did an extension too. Extended it out a little bit. Used my membership magic to buy some one-time use points, and then I get twice as much. So it worked out pretty good. And but we didn't do like big park days. So we did parties.
I like those better.
Me too. So we stayed at our place, Animal Kingdom. It was great. All this stuff. So second night we were there, we went to the Magic Kingdom one.
Okay.
Which was nice.
Kind of like a Moonlight Magic kind of.
You walk in at 7 o'clock. You're there till 1 o'clock in the morning.
There you go, the separate ticketed event thing.
Correct. Yep.
Got it.
We did, and it's funny. People don't realize this, right? Which cracks me up. And I mean, I guess luckily we don't have the. Luckily we don't have the viewership base, but this is not really going to affect things too much if this gets out there in the world, right?
Oh boy.
As long as you pay to get through that gate, some way, shape, or form. And I've done this multiple occasions now, whether it's this night party, whether it's when I went down for MegaCon, we went to, even Halloween, right? As long as you get in the gate, Papa Mickey don't care. He'll take your other $32. So we went to a night event. I already had all the lightning lanes freaking lined up.
Oh, yeah.
They don't care.
No, you don't care.
Nope. So we were able to go in, and before the party even started, had banged out Haunted Mansion, Peter Pan, the new Buzz Lightyear, which had just opened up. Which, by the way, I obliterated my wife. The new Buzz Lightyear leaps and bounds better than the other Buzz Lightyear. Granted, it's still Buzz Lightyear, but nonetheless. I digress. And she didn't want to do it, but I bought myself a Tron Lightning Lane for 8:30 at night.
That's right. You sent me the picture.
Right for the party starts.
Yep.
Did the Chris Davis post.
Send me the picture.
Yep. So the party had started, and we were already kind of, I don't want to say done, but we had done pretty much everything.
You'd hit all the big boys you wanted.
Yeah, because we don't do Space Mountain anymore in Florida because, my spine.
It's hard.
It's
Harley
rough.
Jokes about it. Space Mountain and the Matterhorn. Mm-hmm. She calls those trips to the chiropractor.
Oh, no. I'll do the Matterhorn 100 times on Sunday before I do Space Mountain again. Yeah. Yeah, and we just kind of like, and we didn't even rush to do those. We were just kind of like boop, 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 boop on the phone. But we did some other stuff like, we went to, she'd been there before. We went to the Beacon Barrel Bar.
Okay, yeah.
Very, very cool inside. It's almost like a pirate, like Oga's Cantina kind of deal. It's like a bigger Trader Sam's, actually, probably be more like it because of the animatronic and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. The worst cocktail I've ever had in my life.
What did you order?
Siren's Whisper or whatever. And, you read it, it has like, creme de something and
not like creme de mint or anything. Creme de mint kills me.
It was like some like cream, like it, like I couldn't pronounce the liquor. So I looked up. It was like some like French cream peach liqueur. I'm like, okay, so peach and Malibu. I'm like, okay, it's right in my alley, right?
For sure.
Thing came out, and the joke I made to the younger girl next to us is like, if you ever hear old people kids talk about Mad Dog 2020, this is Blue Mad Dog 2020. Because I saw the kid too. The kid took a sip, and he was like, "What the fuck is this?" Like I see it on his face. I was like, "You and me do this. Let's kill this thing real quick. Let's kill it." So me and him hatched it. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever had in my life. So we hatched this thing down.
I guarantee it costs more than Mad Dog.
It was $20. It was the worst $20 cocktail I've ever had in my life. Yeah. I've had some decent $20 cocktails at Disney. I had one at Trader Sam's the next day. Yeah, it was gross. It was horrible. And but the only good thing about it is because it probably basically was low grade insect poison. I went through that entire night party hammered.
There you go.
Fucking smashed.
You can get it on one drink. Why not, right?
I had a gummy too before we went in. So that was a lot of fun.
You got to take the edge off. There's a lot of Disney adults there.
You got to. But no, it was good, and you get all the free snacks and stuff like that, and it's nice and quiet. Mm-hmm. And because it's not a holiday one too, you've been at those things. It was pretty
the holiday
empty.
Ones are crazy. I would much rather pay. We've done it before when we're flying down. Like, all right, we're going to skip doing a day at Epcot, but if there's a party that night, we can get in there for 5:00, kill it from like 5 to 1, be done, and never have to pop back over.
Yep, 100%. And now it was cool.
It's relatively affordable. I mean, we'll get into mine after.
Yeah,
but
it was like
crazy.
I think Magic Kingdom, they don't do the DVC pricing, so it's like $1.75 or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is astronomical, but considering what we're dealing with nowadays, right, with any theme park pricing, not just Disney. But no, so that was a very good night. Again, a ton of free ice cream bars. I think I had like 6 of them. Tons of popcorn.
What did they do? Soda, popcorn, ice cream?
Soda, popcorn, ice cream, yep. The only food that was open all night was Casey's, which I don't do hot dogs, but they have the Walt's chili on top of fries. So the chili cheese fries are not bad at all.
Casey's has some pretty good dogs.
Yeah,
we actually had dogs in Disneyland.
I just don't do hot dogs.
You're so close to Coney Island too.
I know.
Hurts my heart.
But no, that was a very good night. And then the next day we went and we did some shopping and stuff like that. Went to the Disney outlet and all that, and kind of just bounced around.
I've never been to the Disney outlet. I don't even know where it is.
Yeah, there's 2 of them. We went to both. Okay. So we got a couple of things for the kids, or for the kids. The kid. No, only one of them. I keep forgetting that. Yeah. We bought her so much shit though. You might as well have 2 of them. But no, when you're pulling like like the whatever, some like I forget the athletic wear company, but we were getting like some long sleeves and stuff like that from like the marathons and all that for like $10 and shit, just crazy like that. So we did that. It just played around in springs and all that, yada yada yada. So that was kind of fun. And then on Wednesday, my buddy Joey flew in.
Okay.
With his
Joey from Texas.
Joey from Texas. Yeah, I went to high school with. He flew in with his buddy Zane. It was supposed to be his wife, but her passport messed up.
Oh, April was telling us about that.
Yeah, whole shebang. But so that was cool. So he not a cartoon guy, not a Disney guy, whatever. So this was his first time ever in a Disney park or a big theme park at all, right? Besides like a Six Flags. Age? Yeah,
that's impressive.
Yeah.
He made it that long.
Yeah.
God.
So I got him off the plane, took him to where did we go for lunch? Portillo's. So his first ever Chicago dog,
Mm-hmm.
his first ever Italian beef. So
I mean, of course, that's where you would go in Florida.
Well, it was on the way back. From,
I know.
We had to eat something fast on the. Well, it was stopping at something here, so that way we're not paying for a shit ton of food inside Epcot.
It all shows up in Orlando because everybody from around the country and the world goes to Orlando.
Exactly. Everyone. There's a Culver's, there's a Portillo's.
There's one of everything down there.
Eventually, be an In-N-Out probably.
They'll slowly move. Some rich guy's gonna just buy the state franchise and take care of it.
Well, they don't franchise.
So those are all individuals?
In-N-Out's all corporate.
Really? That's fascinating.
But the granddaughter just moved to Tennessee and opened the first one in Tennessee because that's where the new warehouse is going to be in Tennessee, the new distribution warehouse.
I know it was a fresh food. They need its distribution more than anything.
We're gonna get one. Philly's gonna get one. New York's gonna get one. Get ready.
I mean, 8 at 1. You could send it frozen. It's going to taste the same.
I know. Anyway, so we went and got some food and stuff. I checked in the hotel, get ready, and I took him to Epcot. Same thing. Epcot party went in. Mm-hmm. I bought us fast pass. I bought us fast passes for Guardians.
Yeah,
and I had it where
individual.
Yeah, I had it so we could walk in the gate at 7, and I had 6:55 p.m. Guardians. We walked right in and pooped right, slammed it. Right,
take a left. You're in. You're done.
Didn't need to. I'll get to that in a second, but went on that, and he was like gobsmacked. He wouldn't stop talking about that fucking ride. But we went and did country. So we had to go quick, obviously, right? Because they close those down for the night parties. They're not open all night.
Yeah, 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. Yeah, so they cut you off.
You got to hit the countries first.
Yeah, they cut you off at Norway and at.
Yeah, you can get about a third of the way. Not even a third of the way.
Yeah, it was Norway and America. Because they let you into France because of Ratatouille. And the fish and chip shop.
You walk through Morocco. Maybe it's right in Morocco. Yeah, before you get to America.
Yeah.
Yeah, so right on that Morocco.
Side. Yep, that's where they drop. So we went into some country stuff real quick. He's a baking hobbyist. Dude makes some insane looking stuff. Like the stuff he can make is crazy. So I was like, I wanted to at least take him into France and go to the back to the bakery so you can see the case. So that was kind of cool. I made him do the standards: Viking coffee, apple cake, that kind of shit. So we did that. A couple drinks. What did we do for rides? We went and did Soarin'. We went and did, Test Track, New Jack. Didn't do Frozen or Ratatouille. We kind of took it easy, but we did Guardians like 6 fucking times that night.
You don't need to do Frozen.
It was a walk on to Guardians all night.
That's crazy.
So we did that. We did a bunch of ice cream bars. It was cool, but the funniest thing was like, a lot of people who don't go to this place a lot, hell, even people who do go to this place a lot, like this one over here, do give me a ton of shit for the Disney thing. It took him maybe an hour for he turned around. He's like, I get it. He's like, you're in here.
I go a bunch and I still don't.
He's like, I was in here I didn't think about the wife and kids at home or the electric bill or the car payment coming out.
That's a beautiful segue.
Yeah.
Did you see I think it was the Wall Street Journal just this week did an expose on Disney adults and Disney debt?
Oh, yeah.
And it's chasing that nostalgia hit.
Yeah.
And people are going bankrupt.
Oh, yeah.
Because people go for the first time and they get, your buddy's the perfect example here, right? They were telling the story of this girl where she had like 15 grand in her bank account. Like she had just gotten a job. She was kind of getting settled. She's working, wanted to give herself a vacation, decided East Coast. Disney was an easy one to go hit. And 6 trips in like a year and a half later, there's nothing in her bank account. She has X amount in credit card debt, but now she's chasing it because now she has something else to feel bad about. So she's chasing that nostalgic thing. And there's like people doing studies on this shit. It's crazy.
Yeah. And I mean, you could say, I've seen the Disney ones with the Disney debt thing, and it'll probably come out in some other which ways, but it's going to be in the Pokemon card debt, and there's going to be the sports card debt, and there's going to be, well, actually, probably won't be action figure debt. That's probably just going to be me. But,
Yeah. I think less.
Vintage video game system debt.
The thing is, you have dispersed I heard the greatest line about Disney. Disney doesn't care about the paying customer. They just care that the customer pays.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
That's the thing. And it's one all-encompassing thing that pulls it in and then uses those ancillary things you were just talking about. The toys, the cards, you're playing weekly now almost. You have a tournament all the time, right?
Yeah.
They're pulling you in different.
Yeah.
They even tried to do the comic thing.
Yeah.
They bought Marvel.
Yep.
Didn't work out so well in that, but
no. But yeah, they just well, the other problem too with the Disney debt too is, and I've seen it too, where and I'm this is gonna sound more. I'm gonna sound like
it's
some
not
kind
just
of
Disney either. We'll get into it when I start talking.
Yeah. I'm gonna sound like a elitist, judgmental prick.
Ooh, please.
Full disclosure,
This won't get aggregated.
I am a judgmental prick. I'm just not an elitist. But I stay at Animal Kingdom Watch because I'm a DVC member, and I get it. Like, I got in at the right time. I would be able to be a DVC member now, even though I have a pretty good job.
Oh my God, no, the points are insane.
I mean, could I do it? Yes. Would I do it? No, exactly. Right.
Yeah. It's at least 50% higher.
We're at the hotel. We went to the Poly. We'll just say, or we went to the Polynesian because we went over for we did. Of course, I'm trying to squeeze as much into the day and a half I had at Disney with my buddy. Like, here's all the stuff I like to do. So of course I had to take him to fucking get macadamia nut pancakes and Tonga toast, right?
Yep.
100%. And we went to Trader Sam's, which was awesome. By the way, that's you think Kona's a good breakfast when they open Trader Sam's at 11 a.m. now, so you can go from Kona macadamia nut pancakes straight into a Trader Sam's cocktail. That's a good brunch.
I think of you every time I see the people lined up outside that door.
Don't have to line up anymore. I was able to join the wait list on my phone while I was finishing my last couple plates of pancakes.
There was people sitting out there.
Yeah. But you see some of these people at like the Polynesian, or even like at, not so much on my side of Animal Kingdom, but like the main side of Animal Kingdom. We went over there, and you're just looking around at some of these people, and it's not. I guess it's not bad. It's not just a physical appearance thing. It's the way they seem to carry themselves and the way their children behave, and you can just tell, it's like, yeah, these people really, they're not. Rack rate at a place like this isn't really something they are doing often or should be doing. I'm not trying to say like, hey, look at all this trash walking around, but you can
not at all.
There's classes of human beings, right? You can be poor and be very polite and very well behaved, and vice versa, right? You can be these people have the total package, right? And the problem is with all these fucking YouTube things going on and all this Instagram shit, everyone's like, well, we have to go to Disney. The wife will go, oh, I booked us Disney, and the husband doesn't know what the fuck's going on, and she booked all the shit that was on, fucking like Stacey Q fucking Disney's top 15 things to do at Disney once they hit the fucking Polynesian.
I was very excited when Stacey came back. She was gone for decades.
Yeah, but they have no fucking business paying rack rate at the fucking Polynesian. You know what I mean? Like, just that kind of stuff.
And rack rate at the Polynesian, you might as well be staying at the Ritz-Carlton.
Correct. Ritz-Carlton's probably cheaper.
Yeah.
So I'm saying
less noise.
On top of people going too often, when people are there, they're going a higher class of vacation than they should be.
Disney is not.
I guess there's a roundabout way of getting that.
Disney isn't a family vacation anymore.
No.
You just can't afford it. We'll talk. I mean,
unless you do it the old school way where you stay at a fucking Best Western and Kissimmee and you don't buy all the fucking extra shit, and the kids get
like when my parents took me the first time. That's exactly what it was.
And the kids get the t-shirts.
It was totally a motel. That yes, you walked from the outside directly into your room. There wasn't a lobby. There wasn't hallways. There was
correct. Yep.
You're dodging the little lizards and the frogs that were stuck to the side of the building.
There's an 85-year-old woman in a folding chair outside ripping Newports and shit.
Yeah, that's how you did it because it was too expensive.
Yeah, and you're going to Souvenir Magical Depot and buying $10 t-shirts and
the small stuffy, the $10.
Yeah,
that's how I swear that's how Jiminy Cricket and Chip and Dale were my favorite when I was kids because they were the smallest of the stuffed animals.
Yeah,
there was probably a cause effect there.
Yeah, instead, you go into World of Disney, and granted, I bought a couple of Roosevelts because they had the new ones.
Yeah, they had a handful.
So I got the Star Tours one, I got the Toy Story one, I got the Figment one because I just found one in a bigger size, and
they had a bunch of the Star Tours ones.
But you have, you see these people go walk, it's obviously I should be throwing stones because I'm horrible with money. It's mainly the women. And they run into these places, and next thing you know, they have 6 fucking Spirit jerseys in their hand and fucking 4 different lounge fights and 100 pairs of fucking ears. And that's a $2,000 swipe.
And here's the thing. Where are you going to wear those in polite society other than fucking Disney? Nobody's wearing those out to dinners and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, no, that it's 95 fucking degrees. Why do you need a Spirit jersey? But yeah, but anyway, long story short, I had a couple lovely days in Disney.
Nice.
Had a couple really fucking good meals. One thing we broke off, and I don't know how we lasted this long without doing it. We finally broke off Chico. And I had obviously, like, we both had some really good pieces of cow in our lifetime.
Oh, yeah.
I had a fucking short rib at Gico. Top 5 piece of meat I've ever had in my life.
Wow.
Had this like it was like braised in like this almost like it was like almost like a pot roast gravy with like tamarind and shit in it. So I had my fucking dude, like the joke the rest of the entire vacation was, like buy a pretzel. Ooh, who's got tamarind gravy? Buy it, scoop ice cream. Put some tamarind gravy on it. That's like to the point where like people were like everyone was like using my plate to like stop the rolls up and shit.
That's
like
awesome.
that. With it was tasty. So anyway, how did your first leg of your vacation go?
Jesus Christ. My first leg of my vacation was the most expensive leg. So my wife has clearly been with me too long. So I've talked about this before. I had to travel way too much for work for way too many years. So whenever I went somewhere, I would always try to find something else to do, make it bearable, right? So I became like the king of the add-ons. That's how a lot of the Kev travel started, where I'm going to go to Los Angeles. I will go the weekend he has a show there, or I will go to the Chicago office when I know he's going to have a show there. So at least there's something for me, right? So we were going out to, the plan was April vacation. We're going school vacation week to Harley's a junior now. We're looking at colleges. We're a year out here, so it's time. So we're going out to Los Angeles because Harley is dead set on going to the West Coast right now. And my wife came up, she's like, the weekend before we're in Los Angeles, WrestleMania is in Vegas. And Harley's getting older. There's not that many family vacations left. So what do you think? So what became, all right, we'll go out for a Sunday night. We'll pop in like fly in Saturday, go Sunday. Became, WWE World's out there for 5 days. Like, if we're going, we got to take her for a day, right? Became, okay, let's look at the schedule. Bailey's her favorite. Even to this day, after all these years, Bailey's going to be on Friday. All right, we'll fly out Thursday night. Fly out Thursday night. Bailey cancels and moves to Sunday. So you still have Friday with all the photo ops. So lovely stay. So any of these places, I've stayed at Marriott's for years and years and years and years and years. One of the good things that happened as Vegas got more corporate, I'll get to the downside in a second, is that Marriott is affiliated with every MGM property now.
Ooh.
So the Cosmo, the MGM, the Bellagio, Mandalay Bay, like anybody that they're tied in with is now a Marriott property. So we stayed at the Cosmo for her birthday in November. We stayed out there. So the plan originally was one night of WrestleMania, which we waited until, ticket sales sucked. So they were doing discount tickets, like buy 3, get 1 free. Did that, sold the 4th one. Like I was able to flip the single for like $700 after they announced the cards and everything like that. Stayed at the Cosmo, lovely. Ended up doing both nights of WrestleMania, of course. Did the convention on Friday. We avoided SmackDown. We avoided Raw. Convention Friday all day. Had a nice dinner. Good piece of cow. We went to STK.
Okay.
I think I texted you while I was eating.
You did.
And said, I miss the Disney prices at STK now because it was literally double. 2 salads, 3 steaks, 2 sides, no desserts, and I think we each had 1 cocktail. And I cleared 6 bills easy. 10-ounce filet was $90.
Jesus.
6-ounce was 67 or 69. And at that point, I'm like, well, if I'm spending 70, I'm going to at least get double the size. I'll get a normal size one. Vegas itself. So I'll take a step back. Mania was the first night. Sucked. Convention, very cool. Las Vegas Convention Center is now like 2 million square feet. It's massive. They had the Superstore there. We had gone back in, we did Orlando, which we both did access back then.
Correct.
I did New York in 19 with the kid. Access was still, there was still a ton. It was easy to get autographs. Like she hit everybody she wanted. She got Sasha and Bailey that year. She got the New Day that year. She got That was when Rusev was popping big. Like, she hit everybody she wanted. No problem getting tickets for any of that stuff. Now doing WWE World, it's essentially Fanatics Fest. It is New York Comic-Con. You are not getting out of there for less than, I think the cheapest photo op was $60 before fees.
Which isn't bad.
That's not terrible. So like New Day, some of those. Then you jumped up into like the 80, something like that. You wanted your big boys that were north of $200.
Jesus. You said Sean was $3.
Shawn was $300. Shawn Michaels was, before Punk, he was my favorite. It went from like Macho right into Shawn. It was a bridge too far to take a picture with broken Shawn.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't HBK and all his glory. This is the old guy that's running NXT now. He's 60.
Yeah.
It's, but all of these people sold out. Like, they blew through. You could get some of the lesser photo ops. Like R-Truth sold out. We were there on Friday. Bailey canceled. So he filled in with a couple others. You couldn't get any of your big ones like an Oba or any of that. But we did Truth. We did she did Maxine Dupree. She did most of the Judgment Day. So she did like Roxanne Perez. She did Raquel Rodriguez. Liv Morgan, you couldn't get near.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted to do any of the special events, like Cody's podcast, that was like a $4,000 ticket to go see him and Liv. They were doing $10,000 tours of Cody's bus. $10,000. And take you for a little ride. So much like we kind of alluded to it in your segment, much like the Disney people, wrestling people are very similar. Like, the amount of money you see, like, we go, and we've talked about this before, we go on big vacations, we'll grab one thing. Pick your one shiny object that you're going to bring home as your souvenir from the thing. So Heather is a massive Roman and Punk fan. So this was big for her that those two were fighting together. That's why we're going Sunday. They did a dual autographed turnbuckle, limited to 25. That's the one thing she wanted. Beautiful. You saw people in this memory, 2 or 3 of those. Helmets, autographed shirts. They had a whole section. The belt section was insane. You've seen this before?
Yes.
What we saw when we went, just think about how many more they have now.
Everyone
All the
has
sports
a belt.
teams.
Everyone's got a special belt.
They did an $800 limited edition Punk Roman one, and then there were individual belts you could get for Punk and Roman for WrestleMania.
I don't get that.
They did ones in like the Raiders colors, like silver and black. They did like all kinds of different ones, all kinds of high-end merch. What are your little stuffy things there?
The Wrestle Buddies.
Wrestle Buddies.
Yeah.
Those are all $60 a pop.
Yeah.
They had giant bins of those things. They were selling out of it. It was a Danhausen. It was any of your name people. You want Cola Boy? You want any of those? They were gone.
They had Cold Steve.
They had Cold Steve. Cold Steve.
Cold Steve.
They had all of that stuff. And the bags, the closest thing I can equate it to is when I've gone to like a US Open or like a big golf tournament or sports tournament where when you go through the queue, there was literally, we checked out at register 67 the first day. People holding up the paddles. And it's one after another, no cash. They all have square readers. Bang, 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 bang. Like you could, if you quiet it down, listen closely, you could, it was nuts. The memorabilia section had separate dealers all handing out their cards. Oh, Mr. Hope, you bought, is this the kind of stuff you normally look for? Is there anything you're looking for? Call me. Let me know. I can get you what you need. It was insane. There was a whole action figure section. I didn't send you the picture. You didn't need to see the prices.
Oh yeah, no. Luckily, the wrestling figure thing I kind of backed off. Although I would have hopped on one of those Rock fanny pack figures.
The figures, we're talking like encased signed figures.
Yeah.
In the memorabilia section, the signed belts. It looked like you were going to an art gallery where they had your poster flippies. Who do you want in a 16 by 20?
Mm-hmm.
Who do you want in 11 by 14? The 8 by 10s that are all signed are over there. The unsigned ones, if you're going to see somebody, are on the opposite wall. The stuff, they must have had Hogan signing until like the second he went in for the neck surgery, because they're starting to peel off that stuff, and the prices are nuts.
I wonder if the beat shop sold some of the stuff off back to Fanatics.
It's crazy what they were doing. Topps had their own booth. We were talking about the cards before we got on camera. So It's insane the amount of money that was going through there. It's insane the amount of money people were spending. I was watching people post the photos after, and there's some people that went and I think just made the decision that I'm just doing all the photo ops, like all of them. You just start counting the numbers. The tickets were not cheap. The attendance was down from last year. Saturday was probably 15,000 less. Sunday was like 5. Sunday picked up because of the card. You had better matches on Sunday. I think the revenue was pretty damn close, if not a little bit more, because the prices were so damn expensive. Now, pros and cons of just the Vegas piece. I still enjoy going out there. Pros, that might be the nicest stadium I've ever been in. Allegiant was gorgeous. The food options were unbelievable, and the food was cheap. You buy a $15 popcorn, the big souvenir $15 popcorn, it's refillable.
Oh.
Go and spend $3. And they don't just scoop it in. They just give you another bag of popcorn.
Oh, yeah.
They just hand you, they don't care. You could get, we had seats, basically their whole lower bowl on the two sides is club. Separate. They had a carving station in there. They had a nacho bar. They had, you don't like it, but gourmet hot dog. Like, the food options are great. 2 pizzas, like actually cooking the pizzas in front of you, like pizza stoves, like Wonder Bar or something, like right there. In and out, painfully easy. Like, we were able to walk from the strip. They closed down one of the bridges so you can walk over from Mandalay. So that kind of stuff, great. Vegas was a great city for it, where you could have all of the other events right there. You're bumping into people as you're walking around. There's other wrestlers, like Trish Stratus took over a restaurant and did, I forget what, your first crush pop-up. She's doing photo ops and drinking with people and stuff.
Yeah, I would have been in on that one.
That stuff. So in terms of having all the amenities right there, awesome. Tons of flights, tons of hotels. You have everything you need right there. The downside, Vegas has gotten so fucking expensive.
I've heard.
So expensive. First day we're there. So we flew in late Thursday night, crash. Harley runs downstairs to get us coffee the first morning, right? Starbucks in the lobby, because they all have one. You can use your app, and that's great. I'm laying in bed. I hear them. She's somewhere on her way back, and I see $34. Fuck. I saw the auto reload hit.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, there was like $30 on them. Like, she should have been covered. Yeah, $34. I'm like, Harley. And I'm like, I'm not mad. I'm like, she collects those little mugs. I know a lot of people that grab those things. Like, did you find a new little mug, like a Vegas one, or was there a Cosmo? She's like, no, Dad, those are the 3 drinks. A venti cold brew, a venti refresher, and a grande shaken cinnamon something.
Brown sugar shake refresher.
Yeah, with like foam. 33 something. The same 3 drinks, because we did the order again when we were at Disneyland later in the trip.
Yeah.
The same 3 drinks cost us like $16.70 something at a normal Starbucks.
Jesus Christ.
It's that level. The steak dinner that I told you about, that's okay. I could see the 4 of us, like $400. That's, especially when you're not doing desserts. We really didn't drink or anything. Little factor, everything's like double. It is crazy.
Yeah, I've heard that you've heard a lot of stories about Vegas. Just we just lost the fucking plot right after the COVID thing.
Pricing people out left and right.
Yeah, and obviously WrestleMania weekend's probably a bad example for everything that you hear from and I somehow got stuck on a lot of traveling stuff on like YouTube and Instagram and all that stuff from like Vegas locals who cover it. The city is literally like on its last leg. The city is absolutely fucked financially from what everyone says.
You have that stretch of Vegas Boulevard, but then again, they just Hard Rock bought the Mirage. They're tearing it down. They're building, I don't even know how many stories this freaking Guitar Hotel is going to be right on the strip. Like, they're still spending money. I just don't know. I mean, it's now very much you need a good chunk of, like, we didn't gamble at all when we were there. Not 2 cents. I brought cash with me, never got around to it. They're using the draws of all these residencies to get people. It's a big event like WrestleMania. We're going to get you in there for 5 days. The Fish was playing the Sphere when we were there.
Yeah, and that will sell out.
Fish has done that. Shit. a few times at this point. Like they were there when Heather and I were there a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
They were doing a residency. So it's very much that new kids, they don't even bother taking down the pop-up.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Italy, here's a chicken place, here's Blockhead Nation.
Yeah.
Like right on the same strip. And they're going to play 7 weekends, 8 weekends. But it's very much catered to that crowd now. The conventions and your events.
Yeah, well, for years, I mean, Vegas made all its money off of either like the bros or the girls from college going up for like driving up from from Phoenix for the weekend, or like the old folks, old folks rolling on the bus. They can't do that anymore.
There's no cheap hotel rooms anymore.
No, that's you supposed to stay in Vegas for $49 a night.
We were joking about it, Heather and I, sitting there having a drink one night, and it's like, remember the first time we came out here and it cost us like $400 a person, and we stayed for 5 days, 5 days, 4 nights, and that included the flight.
Yeah.
Like that's before it was Planet Hollywood. It was the Aladdin had just opened. It was like post 9/11. It was like $400 because they wanted you out there gambling. They wanted you out there spending. Now it's like, hey, we want both.
Yeah.
Like you go to the gift shops now. There's no like any tchotchkes or anything. It's like all high-end merch in these places. It's nuts. The wrestling took over a lot of the gift shops in the hotels.
Mm-hmm.
So as you're walking through, there was a WrestleMania pop-up shop in Mandalay.
There was one in the or whatever.
You didn't get your I Was There t-shirt?
Yeah, you got the
kind of stuff. Yeah, no, they a really cool event. I'm happy we went. Sunday night was an absolute blast. Heather got everything she wanted out of it, and it is. I was joking with Harley when we were at the convention the second time. I'm like, kid, you realize this is the last time, right? We're not doing this again. So we're checking the box. Mom's getting all nostalgic, and you can see that. I was like, wait, what? I'm like, yeah, next time you're taking my ass. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. They need to bring it somewhere else. The Vegas thing, it works really well, but I don't think you're pricing out your fan base.
Well, you're doing that anyway. I mean, you said you're probably going to get WrestleMania, probably go away to the Super Bowl where they just rotate like the 6 cities over and over again.
Yeah, you're probably doing that. Vegas will be in the rotation, but it is the priciest of.
Yeah.
You don't have the option of the courtyard 10 miles out that you can drive into.
Because the traffic, because they'll shut the roads and you can't even get near it probably.
That's the thing.
It's crazy. And, like a lot of the fan stuff, we do. It's like the Disney debt thing. The we'll call it the Fanatics debt thing is going to get real too. These people with all the trying to invest in cards and just buying the Fanatics Fest meet and greets and the wrestling stuff. It's fucking out of control.
It's funny.
It's an expensive time to like stuff.
You have the merger of the two now. Yeah. Like Fanatics is in bed with Disney.
Yeah.
We were just talking about it before we got on this. There was one set of Disney cards before. There was like a Disney Chrome, and you and I were, this is like a couple months ago, we were talking. Mm-hmm. You go into any of these stores now, we went into like Card Vault by Brady, 4 or 5.
Yeah.
There's a Neon. There's a Disneyland 70.
There's a Princess.
There's a Princess.
Yeah.
And this isn't even getting to the game that you're doing. This is just random top
just
sets.
Trading cards, yeah.
Just trading cards. Everybody chasing that handful of exclusives. Mm-hmm. They've created a situation where they're just going to get you to buy more in the hope that you get one of those.
Yeah, which you won't because they all get stuffed into the guys on freaking Whatnot and stuff like that.
I saw a video with one of these guys. It's Tops Now. Mm-hmm. So they do limited releases. Like Cooper Flag won Rookie of the Year. There's going to be 2 autograph cards.
Yep.
They showed a guy. I was just watching him on Facebook this morning. He got 5 hits. But in the cards that he got hits on, he bought 100 of these, 100 of these, 100 of these, 100 of these. So the amount of money he spent, like the cards start at like $11.99 a piece. Mm-hmm. And then we'll drop it down to like, if you get 5, we'll do it for you like $35. Mm-hmm. And if you want 10, we'll do it for you for like 50 or something. Like it kind of scopes, numbers aren't exact, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He's just buying volume and just increasing the chances. Like the idea, Harley's done a handful. She's gotten 1 hit out of everything she's done, right? Like not even alternate. She got 1 numbered hit.
Yeah.
Out of everything. So they've created their own scarcity. No?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But,
well, yeah. So, kind of similar first legs as far as like things, but then again, your second leg was way closer to my first leg, but we'll get that. So, for my second leg is we decided to, we went on a cruise. So she let me drag her on a cruise, and we went on another 6-man cruise like we did for Jay and Silent Bob. But this was the summer of '99, like Creed cruise, right, with all the concerts on it.
And you had some big names on there.
Yeah, some big names on
one
there.
of my favorites that I chased around for a little bit.
Who?
Wasn't Living Color on there?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Sorry, I didn't want to steal your thunder.
No, it's cool.
But
Yeah,
the confused look, I'm like, oh shit,
I was like, which one? I was like, who?
I'm like, I gotta help him.
It was like Creed,
I was
Collective
hoping for
Soul,
Filter.
Daughtry. No, yeah, I'll get to Filter in a second.
Mm.
So yeah, so we went on that. So number one, if anyone is ever taking a cruise out of Miami, taking the Bright Line down from Orlando, if you wanted to do a Disney half and half, is so easy. It's disgusting, right? So we did that. Got on the boat. It was a good time. Do I ever need to do another concert cruise again? No, not at all.
Really?
Do I ever? No, not at all. Do I ever need to do more than one concert in a week ever again? No, I don't. No, I'm
concerts.
good. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. We kind of joked that like I'm so emotionally numb to everything now. It's just like, whatever. But no, but it was good. Like I said, that was more about just going down to the Bahamas, stuff like that. I mean, so we went to the.
So who's your before you?
Sorry.
Get off the I hate concerts. Who's your favorite? That was Creed the best performance or?
Yeah, no, I mean, Creed was killer. Fucking honestly, I know a lot of people poo-poo at him. Fucking Daughtry can jam, man. He's fucking really good live. He's so good live.
I love Daughtry. Harley. Heather and I went to see him twice, and I hate to admit this publicly. He's one of the only concerts we ever walked out on because his sound guy was so bad.
Oh, really?
We waited. We saw him at BU. Like right when he broke off, like after the first album, like we had the CDs, the whole thing. Followed him from American Idol, right on. His sound guy couldn't work the board, and then we're like, oh, maybe it's the room. Maybe it was a gayness. Blah blah. We'll just bail. Went to see him again at Hampton. Same thing. Really? It's like I can't understand the fucker.
They had a problem with a couple bands the first night. The mics were low, and I think someone got their ass chewed out because it got better. But
okay,
no, but he was very good. He did a couple. So he took they filled in for supposed to be three. It's always supposed to be 3 doors down on these cruises.
Oh yeah,
but since Brad passed away, but he was really good. He came out the second night with Creed and did.
His voice is amazing.
Oh yeah, it's real good. So he sang a Creed song on American Idol. My favorite Creed song. So they did that one together one night. It was kind of cool. They did the, I'll get to that in a second. So but they were good. I mean, everyone sounded good. I was disappointed with a couple things. Like not every band did like different sets every night. It's like, if you're doing 2 shows, you can't. Like,
you got to mix it up.
Collective Soul's got 13 albums. You do the exact same run. Like both nights. Like, come on.
They get lazy. You see it with a lot of them. Anytime I've gone to see bands, like that's why it's such a big deal that Metallica is trying to sell it that way.
Yeah.
The completely different set list. Because Metallica was, but they were one of those two. You might get like one in the middle that they changed, and it was the same beats. Or maybe they would flip out like the final song, but you were still getting the same 3.
And they hadn't played like Search and Destroy in like friggin' 10 years and that kind of shit. Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
So, but I mean, like they had, there was a couple good nights. So number one, there was a lot of shows. There's a couple things like that was weird. Like, so they had like autograph signings. You couldn't do Creed. I'll get to that whole thing in a minute.
Okay.
But like they did autograph signings, but like they didn't tell you to, like no one had anything for sale. No one had 8x10s or anything like that, which was kind of weird. So it's like, well, what?
No merch or anything?
There was no like on Jason Bob, we got the poster on our beds.
Yeah.
Nothing. So like luckily we met a couple who had some extra Daughtry stuff on them, and they gave me for the kid because that's one of her boys. So I got an album signed by him.
Oh, she has an affinity for bald guys.
There we go. So there was that. It was good. It was a lovely ship. It was the Norwegian Joy, I think.
Same size as the J one, bigger. Nice.
Sorry.
No,
bigger.
You're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
The Bahamas stuff. Instead of going to Nassau, we went to like their little private island, which was nice.
Okay. I tend to like the private islands better. It's a little quieter.
Yeah, it was really nice. And
you're not having 7 other cruise ships at the same time.
Yeah. And again, it was more just like, April went to a couple concerts, but she kind of knew it was like, I'm gonna go read on the balcony and stuff like that. You and Joey and
Heather did that on the first Jay and Bob cruise.
Yeah, so
she enjoyed the balcony and just kind of hung out.
They didn't have the little thing like they had on the Jay and Bob cruise, that little deck that didn't exist on this one.
Gotcha.
Because they were all up there. That's where there was like Grand Central for all the talent. But it was more just so like me and Joey could kind of like hang out and like watch shows and stuff. And we had some cool moments. Like we had one, like we went to go see, we went to go see Living Color. And
Corey still crushes.
Oh yeah,
so
they're great. But they were up there at Eichel Ground, and I'm like, dude, I'm like, do you fucking see who's out here to watch these guys play? It was like at midnight. He's like, who? I was like, where? I was like, dude, everyone is out here right now. And so we get to like after that, we go over. Like Tremonti was like, I could have reached over and touched him on the shoulder. So we went and talked to him for a little bit. That was kind of cool. He's awesome. He did a Tremonti sing Sinatra set.
Oh, that's cool as hell.
And he does. So he started he's got a daughter with Down syndrome, and he started this whole project to like raise money because I didn't even know this. I guess like for people with that condition, there's plenty of pediatrics care. Once you get like 12, there's no one.
Yeah, there's not much. So it's tough.
Just from doing the Tremonti Sing Sinatra thing, he raised enough money. They just built an entire hospital in Orlando. That's the first ever full life spectrum care for people with Down syndrome. And the other thing I didn't know, the band he plays that with, it's Frank's band.
They're still alive?
It's all Frank's guys. It's Frank's drummer. It's Frank's guitar player. It's Frank's saxophone
player. How long
players.
has Frank been dead? Frank's been dead decades.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah. So that was awesome. That was a lot. There's a couple other like cool bands I never heard of. Like there's one band called Dirty Honey. Very like 70s, 80s kind of looking like grungy like LA band, but they did all kinds of cool covers and stuff. DNR and stuff like that. And
I was a little surprised when you said you're not geared up to go on one of those cruises again, because that's one of the things I've heard about like Monsters of Rock or any of these festival type cruises, that you're interacting, like the pictures I see off these things, they're just kind of wandering around.
Oh yeah, you couldn't get near anybody on this, except for we had this old joke where it's like we could have this old album called like that you play the Growing Pains music, and it's like our vacation with Filter. Because every morning we're in line at Starbucks with the guys from Filter, and we went to have dinner and we're with the guys from Filter and stuff like that. So they were everywhere. But
I know like Extreme always does the Monsters of Rock cruise, and there's a bunch of big names on there, like that level rock band, like Living Colors, those guys, all in that same kind of vein, and you'll see pictures of them playing like street hockey with people, and they'll play basketball. And they're around all over the place.
You brought that up. So there were a couple special events on this thing. So like on the Kevin cruise, we got to do a little bit of extra stuff because we pay for the Kevin fan club subscription, and because we paid for the highest tier, we paid for the expensive rooms, right? So we got a couple little extra things, right?
Or something, you get a little bit extra.
The way they did this one is any of the stuff where it's like, there was like raffles for like, painting with Mark Tremonti, or like playing mini golf with Creed, or like the Creed acoustic set, the meet and greet with Creed, all that kind of stuff. You had to have gone on like all three of these things to even have a shot at it.
Oh, so they're doing it on a loyalty point basis.
So someone like me, I'm like, well, I don't ever need to do this again because I don't stand a fucking chance to like. There was, and I talked to one of the girls about this too. It's like they really didn't lay out the illusion of value for spend with a lot of this stuff. They should cool. They took 50 photos. You couldn't have made it 60 and put us all on a raffle. Like if you bought like a balcony suite just to kind of make it, just to kind of fake it till you make it. So I didn't like the way. I didn't like the way they did that. That's notorious
for cruise lines too.
Yeah,
they do a very much on your point. Yeah.
And when I say like, it's not that I don't like concerts, but there were so many concerts. There was always a show going on. So now
I was looking at the schedule online when we were on the flight out to Vegas. I pulled it up just to kind of see where. I'm always curious as to the overlap.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to be like, I want to see Living Color, but shit, Daughtry's on the main stage while they're playing.
Well, everyone did two shows
in the theater. Or,
So not only was it always kind of loud on the boat, because like where we saw Mega Ran.
Yeah.
So their version of that room, they'll put a fucking metal band in there. And it's like, how the fuck can you hear?
It's an atrium, for God's sakes.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell me about it.
Wow.
So not only was it kind of loud, but because there's all these shows and stuff like that, like the pool deck never had chairs on it. There was nowhere to fucking sit down anywhere. So you were like,
that aggravated the hell out of Heather the first Jay and Bob cruise because they're doing the show.
Yeah.
Basically, they're covering the pool and taking all the chairs away.
Yeah, there was no pool on this. So there was no relaxation availability. That is kind of what I meant by I wouldn't need to do these. That being said, and we didn't have the best food on the Jay and Bob cruise.
Yeah.
The food
wasn't great.
The food on this cruise was fucking borderline atrocious. They didn't have chicken fingers all day. Like you could even just go get chicken fingers and French fries.
That's like bottom of the barrel. Why can't you?
Like their buffet thing shut down before midnight. So there was like no where's my midnight bacon?
You have more people on this cruise than you did on the J&B one.
Filter's playing till 1 o'clock in the morning. They get on playing Filter. There's nowhere to get food. Well, I say that their like Irish pubby thing was open, but whatever. All they have is fucking hamburgers and fish and chips. It's like So the food sucked. I said the lineup was good. I know the Six Men guys did their best. I mean, the merch store was kind of a shit show. That's fine.
Did you have merch for just about everybody that was there? Or?
Everyone had merch.
Okay.
Well, I mean, Daughtry sold out of merch. Fucking Collective Soul sold out of merch. People were like, shit was gone the first day, but
yeah,
I got the one thing I wanted. I got just a black Creed, like almost like a Kowloon long sleeve t-shirt hoodies.
That's cool.
I got that. The last day we went back there, they had some $20 shirts. Like they made some stuff like, hey, knowing that
Trying
we're
to blow stuff out and just.
Well, no, it's like knowing that we're gonna run out of stuff. So they had like some like Summer of '99 with no band names on it, but they were on like the nice thin like vintage wash ones. Got April got one of those.
Yeah.
They had ones, the 6 Feet from the Edge Creed shirts, but they said Creed on them still. They were again on the nice vintage wash ones.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't black, so it was just that kind of stuff. It's like cool, yeah. Let me rip through a bunch of those. So it was very nice. I mean, it was still a nice trip. I did do the biggest thing was the food sucked. Although we had a lovely dinner at Cagney's because Cagney's is pretty good.
Yeah, they do pretty good work.
The $30 for my ribeye was killer.
You can't beat that when they're half price for each person.
You can't do it. So I would do another theme cruise again. I don't know if I would do another like. There was too much going on. I wanted more time to kind of just go, ugh, and that's my own fault. I was exhausted. But again, I was with one of my longest time friends. So it was awesome hanging with that. If it was just me and April, we would have ran out of shit to do because she didn't want to go to half the shows anyway.
Got it.
But again, the island was nice, et cetera, et cetera. I did do two things that I've never done on a cruise ship before, and two things that they tell you to never do on a cruise ship.
Oh boy.
Number one is gambling.
Ooh, I like doing that.
I know. I did and DJ's not a big gambler, right? Unless it's opening packs of cards or, but I found that my one thing I can't turn down in gambling.
What's that?
It's a slot machine with a little spinny wheel you can earn spins for
at
the top.
Like the Wheel of Fortune machines and stuff. Yeah.
Actually, the Wheel of Fortune ones are always a ripoff because they have the big video board. This is always just like I need manual buttons, but then there's like a manual wheel, not like a video wheel.
Mm-hmm.
So we had one of those. And I plopped down once. I put $20 in once, lost it, no big deal. Last night, April went back, called an early night. Me and Joey and his buddy Zane went. We went and played some more. And I pulled a Chris Davis. I came home and just as she was sleeping, just rained $100 bills down on her. So I came home like almost $900. Because I hit the. You win 20 free spins. Cool. Dun, 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 dun. Went that kind of thing. And I hit a couple big chunks on the wheel, a couple like $250
there you go. Congrats.
So that was fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was cool. And then they tell you never to buy anything in the little mall in the center of the ship.
Oh, yeah. No, you don't do that.
Oh, no. DJ did. So
no, you avoid the watches. You avoid all that.
Yeah, DJ bought a watch. So they had like a little they had some like I guess. And they probably don't know the ship, but it was, the ship, I think the ship was getting remodeled, something like that, or it was like season changeover or whatever about it. So they had a bunch of watches on sale. And I always wanted one of those Invicta watches.
Oh, yeah.
I'm never going to pay $1,000 for one, right? They're fucking ridiculous. And even when they go to fucking TJ Maxx, they're like $500, $600.
They're still pricey.
So I found one I kind of liked, and it's chrome, and it's got the FANMEN green face on it. And it's not one of the giant ones because it's too big for my little tiny wrist, but... Mm-hmm. And the guy's like, "Oh, I'll cut you a good price." It was like an $800 watch, and he's like, "Oh, we'll do it, $340." I'm like, "No, I'm good." No, kept going. And I kept doing this like every day. Like I kept looking at it, and I walked out the last day on the boat before they closed. I walked out $100.
Damn.
So I got an Invicta watch for $100, and then I basically won it back on a slot machine.
There you go.
So yeah, but overall, it was a good cruise. I don't think I'll ever do another concert themed cruise again. But
you made money, and we're going to go into the next part of mine.
Yeah,
which is going to be nothing about making money.
There you go. Spend the money, Chris.
Hopefully for my kid, maybe. Damn. Yeah, so I alluded to it before. And good Lord, I apologize to everybody that's listened to us 54 minutes into this thing, talking about this. So we'll get through this part quick. The point of our trip was to take Harley out to California to actually visit some colleges and start narrowing down where she might like to go. Started with 5 on the list. I think we ended up looking at 6 or 7 by the time we were done. Kid goes to a tiny little Catholic high school in Worcester, and for some reason wants to go looking at 30 and 40,000 person universities. Interesting mix of schools. I thought for sure she was going to absolutely love Pepperdine. We happened to hit Malibu when it was raining, so dodged a bullet there. Mm-hmm. Kid fell in love with USC. Absolutely fell in love with USC.
Your poor wallet.
Fell in love with Loyola Marymount, which is absolutely gorgeous, right in the hills. That's closer to LAX, hills of Los Angeles. Loved the University of San Diego. Not so much UCLA, not so much San Diego State, although she was amazed at places like San Diego State that have their own arena. So as we're like going through, like their fitness facility is unlike anything. Like if Planet Fitness looked at it, they'd have an inferiority complex with what this place had in it. It's like one of those type joints.
Yeah.
Kind of broke her head when you have the football stadium on campus and there's a full arena the basketball team plays in, but Dua Lipa is going to be there, and Noah Kahan's coming. Like those type people are coming to play at this 5 Seconds to Summer or something. It's just like she's watching the names on the marquee go by, and it's like dorm concert. Yeah, one of those. Just the campus itself was way too big. It's like 20-minute walk from one side to the other.
That's how UCF is.
Poor girl. Love the girl that was giving us the tour at San Diego State. You could see all 4 years of that college career on that poor girl. She needed a break. She needed to go get a job so she could get some rest. Let's put it that way. But worked out well. We got through all the schools. I think we got 3 viable options. Got rid of a bunch of others. The cost of tuition is just astronomical.
UC is like $95,000 a year, isn't it?
Most of them are. You're starting with an 8 or a 9 for most. You had Dad coming back praying that UConn at 47.50 is that's lovely.
Oh, shit.
No flights, no nothing. I'm like,
UConn's a slap in the dick compared to this place.
So maybe she can get into Eisenberg at UMass. Like that would be UMass would be in the 30s.
Yeah.
Like that's okay, and that's one of the top rated schools for her. So all in all, successful trip. We popped in and saw the boss on the way out of town.
Excellent.
Got to chit chat with him a little bit right before he went live for Fat Man Beyond last week. They were talking about Daredevil a week and a half ago at this point.
We'll talk
Brad
about Daredevil.
Metzler was on.
Yeah. We'll get Daredevil next week when it finales.
Yeah. We were we were in the office when everybody was coming on. So we got to say hi to Mark, say hi to JC. Brad popped on. Got to be, oh my God, fanboy, huge fan. It's you kind of thing. So that was kind of cool. It was Harley had the same reaction. She's like, I get it now. Like, what do you mean? She's like, so that's what Kevin's like when he's not around everybody else. I'm like, yeah, that's normal, Kev. That's just like chit-chatting. Thank you so much for swinging by, blah, 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 kind of thing. So kind of cool. Unfortunately, the bastard canceled the show on me. We'll get into that some other episode, how much money he cost me there. And then we just wrapped it up with Queen of the Add-On. It's like, well, if we fly home on Saturday, that gives us like 2 days to pop into Disney. So we ended up getting a room with the Grand Californian. Same thing, using points. Got in Thursday night, did dinner there. I was never so happy for Disney prices because, Naples seemed cheap compared to Vegas. It was lovely. And we just did one day. We hit it hard, hit both parks. Park hopper, $34 to the Lightning Lane. And I will say, their Lightning Lane premiere out there, I hadn't looked at the prices in a while. So we went on a Friday. Friday tickets were like $250 a piece, plus California taxes.
Yeah.
So just bend over and,
Well, plus it's because it was spring break too, right? So
it was $800 and something by the time just the tickets, plus another 100 and something, $34 a head to do the Lightning Lane and all that. If you want to do the premiere now, it was going to be $400 a person on top of your ticket price. That is a $650 day before tax to guarantee yourself one ride on each. And it sold out.
Yeah, because
it's sold out
vacation week.
We had no trouble getting on anything we wanted to get on. They don't do your early admission anymore, but where you're staying on property, what they do now is they give you, this is how they were doing it then, they gave you a Lightning Lane that you could use on anything. So the only ones you couldn't use it on Rise, and you couldn't use it on Radiator Springs. Those ones, the ones that you could do your individual on, you were still locked out there, but you could use it on anything else. So you're not going to wait. We used it on Indy. Not going to wait an hour and a half to ride Indy.
Yeah.
It's like Dinosaur with a guy with a whip, So we did it that way, but we were able to hit everything we wanted. Went to California Adventure, hit Disneyland first, hit all the rides we wanted to over there, popped over to California Adventure for the end of the day because we wanted to do Radiator Springs at night.
Yeah.
Like at like 7:30,
100%
like right at sunset. Didn't the thing break down while we were on it? So we paid to go on. Broke down. Now we were lucky. It started back up and we got off the ride. So we essentially got the whole thing. We were in the last turn, right? When it stopped, they refunded all of our money and gave us another unlimited lightning lane to either come back using the other park. So it worked out okay. I would have liked to have finished. I mean, we went through the race. We did the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, as we're coming through.
Oh, you were stuck at Luigi and yeah.
We were fine. We were able to, we didn't get all the way up to where you normally, we got off where if there's any handicap, like wheelchair, they let us off there. All the other cars behind us, including the one that lost to us in the race there, were stuck on the track. They had to walk them off the ride. Never reopened for the night. So, but I didn't even have to ask anything. We're ordering dinner about a half hour later, and I just got credited $69 from Disney. Hit the Amex right away. They didn't even screw around with it, which was cool. So, yeah, hit it hard for the 2 days, and then that was it. We didn't really spend a bunch of time. That was it's funny to say, Disney was the quiet time of the trip, because we did, in the 9 days, we're in 4 different hotels. What's tough is 4 of the days, we're in the same hotel on the beginning of the trip. Then it was like 2 days to do the Los Angeles schools, drive down to San Diego to do that so we could hit 2 schools down there, drive back for a couple nights at Disney. So we kind of bounced around a lot, but it was more of a low-key day. We still got through all the rides. I did what I like to do. Started it with Toad. I go Toad Mansion, and I finished with Mansion Toad. It's like there's bookends. Like I got off Mansion at the end of the night, loop back through Fantasyland, hit Toad one more time, walked through the middle of the castle and down Main Street, and I was out.
Nice.
So no, it worked out okay. I still like those parks, but I like being able to walk to everything. Downtown Disney isn't downtown Disney. You have a few Disney shops. They're going completely high end with all the merch.
Yeah.
Massive Lululemon. It's like Sephora's, and it's a mall.
Yeah.
It's much like they're doing in the Springs. It's a mall.
Yeah.
At this point, with a couple Disney stores thrown in.
Yeah.
Right. Even like your sandwich shop, like as you were walking towards Disneyland and California Adventure, you're going to the courtyard. Was it an Earl? No, it wasn't an Earl of Sandwich. It was like a bakery sandwich shop on the right there. That's all blocked off because they ripped that out and they're putting a big restaurant.
Okay, yeah, the Earl, they moved the Earl up to where the
Earl that was down at the other end by the Disneyland Hotel.
It's up at the Tough right now.
It's a trailer. They have it's like a mobile Earl of Sandwich. That's gone because they've taken out. So when you were coming out of Disneyland, right? ESPN Zone was on your left. You go through security. Lego stores up there and everything. They used to have the movie theater and Earl of Sandwich over there and Starbucks down there. All that's ripped out. There's a new courtyard. They had bands playing and they've done like high-end shops around the back.
Yeah.
Leading up. It was like, it looked like a trailer for the Earl of Sandwich. It was strange. It was to the left. It was like ESPN Zone was here. It was here.
Okay.
So it's fairly busy out there pretty much whenever, because it's like Southern California Six Flags, right? Like people get the passes and they go there all the time, but we didn't have any trouble getting reservations. Didn't have any trouble getting the ice cream stand or anything like that. A lot of business conventions at the Californian. A lot of business conventions when we were there. So all in all, it's gorgeous rooms. Californians getting there though. They're going to have to start updating some of it. They're kind of at that point. We had one of the 2 bedrooms I think the DVC side's a little better than Gen Pop, but no, it was an enjoyable night. An enjoyable couple nights, I should say. And Harley, we'll get to this in another episode. Harley was delighted that as you checked in, you were handed a copy of Runway magazine because they were pimping The Devil Wears Prada 2 everywhere. It was signs in the windows, the actual copy of Runway with Emily Blunt. Like they produced a full-on, like nobody makes magazines anymore.
Yeah.
They did a bagged it was basically bagged and boarded, for Christ's sakes, magazine. Yeah. That all our nice Disney people decided they wanted to sell on eBay. So
imagine that.
Yeah. But no, it was a good time. We had a lot of fun there. For sure.
Awesome. Well, good. I'm glad your vacation was good.
Thank you. You too.
I could use the vacation from a vacation. I came back the day I got from vacation. I worked 14 hours.
Exhausting. This week was crazy.
Yeah, but also because we were on vacation for so long, it took me a while to get caught up on all the stuff. So next episode, next episode we'll have, we'll get to the last Daredevil. We'll watch that.
Yep.
We'll talk about a couple of the movies coming out. I know you just saw. Did you went and saw Prada, right?
Yeah, I'll have some stuff to talk about the next episode. We saw Michael, we saw Prada.
Okay, I'm going to New York City tomorrow for the Mortal Kombat premiere. So you see that one, and then I'll see it again this weekend. I'm going to try to go see Michael this week.
To talk about on the next episode.
Yeah. So everyone, again, sorry for the delay, but thanks for coming back and listening.
Hey, and thanks for listening to two old guys talk about our travels around the country.
Yeah, but they were fan-based.
They were fan-based.
It's not we went to a B&B somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
And we got more travels coming up. I got a quick hitter to Pennsylvania at the end of this month just to go see the nieces.
It's going to be a busy summer.
Yeah, Tennessee in June, so...
Yep.
But again, everyone, so don't forget, if you like the show, subscribe wherever you get your podcast, and then go head over to YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and all that stuff, and give us a subscribe too.
Appreciate you listening.
Yeah, and I said, watch more coming up, and hopefully this summer movie season, we're going to try to stay on top of it. So I think
I'm trying, man. I want to see 2 movies this weekend.
Yeah, I think I'm buying that.
Days.
I think I'm getting that Regal pass for the summer, so.
Yeah, I even suffered through Regal for one of them, for Christ's sakes.
There we go. Awesome. All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Later, kids.